Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brad. We got it's an interesting review, unboxing. I'm not quite sure exactly what to call it. In my hands is Bad Mask, published by Boom Studios, their imprint Boombox. It's written with art from Jon Chad. It's, how do I describe it? So it's basically, it's interesting comic storytelling beyond just the comics page, beyond the comic book. There's one thing that I really enjoy in comics is a lot of the experimental stuff, the more interesting storytelling, the way that actually publish the comics, and not the traditional book format. There's all kinds of fascinating stuff out there. SPX I saw was basically an infinite comic that I thought it was fascinating. You just basically can read the story in like an infinite loop. Well, this is kind of along that lines, which I think is really neat, of that experimental, different way of telling a story, enhancing it. If we want to call, like, this is more towards maybe alternate reality games, that sort of thing. And it's really fascinating. So it's just easier to read this. So it's storytelling in a way rarely seen before. It's a multi-format box set. Encourages readers to discover a mysterious organization through newspapers, magazines, comic books, trading cards, digital files, and more. So it's about a young girl named Gaby who's joined a superpowered terrorist organization called Bad Mask, a group eternally struggling against the world's savior, a super intelligent robot named Metal Metro. So what if Metal Metro isn't all it seems to be, and what if Bad Mask isn't what Gaby expects either, and it's up to you to help Gaby get to the bottom of this mystery. That's fascinating. Like, this is a really interesting thing. So, I haven't read the comic or any of the materials yet. It's one that's, I don't think it's really enjoyable digitally. It's kind of a difficult thing to do. So I thought what I'd do is I was going to go open this up, check this out, spend some time like really diving into stuff afterwards, maybe come back with another video, or maybe just write up a review on the site, kind of really discussing this. So without further ado, we're going to actually just crack open this box and show off what's inside. We get some nice credits within, which kind of answers this question. For those wondering, this retails for, I think, $39.99, and Boom Studios hooked us up with this. So, first things first, we got what is a full newspaper. This is really interesting and cool. It's not some little chintzy thing. This is a straight-up full newspaper with articles and art and comic within, telling whatever story is going on, and actual articles for you to check out. That's not going to come off the wall. This will be better. We'll just show off this. I mean, there's enough that there's like a map with temperatures and stock market info. So this is very interesting. This is kind of cool. Yeah, let's see what else we got. We have this little memo, I guess. We got the comic itself with a comical style, comical kid kind of look to it. Now this is for ages 10 and up, so that it's perfect style for that age range. Kind of what I'd expect. We got like a transcript. This is also interesting, with info underneath here within that. So all this is, meant to be read through as you kind of piece together everything and you understand this world. We've got kind of a magazine, not a kind of magazine, a straight-up magazine that looks like a magazine, along with fake ads in the back. And, like a good puzzle story, whatever you want to call it, you're supposed to go and put everything together and figure out the greater picture. I mean, this is straight up like Newsweek. This is what I remember reading Newsweek way back in the day when I actually subscribed to Newsweek. Yeah, somehow I actually subscribed to Newsweek when I was younger and stopped when I was older. And then we've got a case file with more comics stuff inside. Even more comics inside. And finally, we've got two more items. We got a trading card set with some make your own thing in edition 2, which means It's edition 1 somewhere. And then a battle book, but it's got like a 3 on it, which I think is kind of interesting. So I'm not sure. I'm guessing this is maybe the order you're supposed to read stuff in. So there's like a 3 on this. The cards have a 2. This newspaper has a 5. The comics got the 1. This has got a 4. We got the magazine's a 6. 7. So I'm going to guess this is like 3 maybe? I don't think we've seen a 3 somewhere. Oh, no, 3 is right there. So I don't know when you're supposed to read that. Maybe this is just kind of like a big picture thing. Alright, so there's like an order to this. This is very fascinating and interesting. I like this. This is really neat. This is different. This is interesting and cool and something I would expect to see at like SPX or as part of a marketing for like some movie or something like that. So this is rather fascinating. And I can actually see this being used in a lot of ways and kind of expanding upon this. Like imagine a role-playing game or some board game or something like that. Like this is neat. This is actually really interesting, different. I like this. This is what comics are about, is doing interesting storytelling and using imagery to tell a story. So this is a different way of doing that through a whole bunch of different formats that all have comics that tie together. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back. We're going to go through all this and read it and see what we learn and kind of give an overall sense as to what I think down the road. So this is going to be an interesting thing to read and review, and I'm actually really kind of looking forward to this. This is neat. This is actually really neat. I dig this. So you can go get this now. This is out in comic shops. It's probably one you're going to have to ask your comic shop to order. I can see a lot of shops sleeping on this. $39.99, so not super expensive, and you see a whole lot of stuff. It's very unique. This could be really cool to get for the holidays for people. We're going to go and have we're going to go and read this through, do another video. If you want your own, first and foremost, go to comic book shops. Like, go support them. There's a link underneath this. You can go put in your zip code, and it'll tell you if a shop's near you. Now, if there's no shop near you, we're going to have affiliate links, I guess. We'll have some links underneath. I don't know what online shops are stocking this, so we'll see what we can find. There'll probably be affiliate links, so purchasing through that, you're going to help support our site. But, you know, first and foremost, go support your local comic shop. Like, that's like the bread and butter backbone of the comic book industry, so go help them out. I want to thank Boom for hooking us up. This is really cool. This is really neat, and I thought this has been interesting the entire time I've heard about it. So to be able to have it in my hands and check it out, I'm thoroughly impressed with this unboxing. This is the first time I've ever done, I think, an unboxing for an actual comic, for a graphic novel. So that's interesting. This whole thing kind of feels like a new thing, even though we've done tons of unboxings on here. You know, thank you, obviously, Boom, for supporting our site, and thank you all for watching and supporting our site. It's always great. If you're into comics, if you're into Boom Studios, you check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping nice and consistent. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And if you, I mean, just keep on reading those comics, and we'll be back in a little while to do a review of this. This is going to be interesting. As always, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.